What's going on, guys? It's Kyle here, and I ignore my disheveled appearance, but I wanted to do a movie review because I haven't done one in a while. Today's movie review is going to be about the new Quentin Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just saw it yesterday, and hell yeah, Quentin Tarantino has done it again. First of all, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That's pretty damn good. It's not his best film, but it's very solid. First of all, the acting is always especially good in his movies, but this one they really stepped it up. Like Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't been in a movie in 4 years, but he excels in this movie. He's hilarious. He's sad. He's all the emotions. It's hilarious to watch him on screen. And Brad Pitt is a surprising standout. I was not expecting Brad Pitt to be as good as he was in this film. Also, both of their characters, Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth, were phenomenally well written. I mean, usually all characters are well written in Tarantino's films, but this one was amazing. Sharon Tate was kind of a letdown for me. I mean, Margot Robbie is a gorgeous face to look at, and she is a really good actress. I mean, if you've ever seen I, Tonya, that film was amazing. But she didn't really have much to do in this film, I felt. I mean, she was good in some parts, but she really didn't have much to do or say. She kind of just smiled the whole time and like act like a bubbly little girl the whole time. Kurt Russell was great when he was in it. There's a lot of great cameos that kind of just show up and just kind of go away. Like there's really only two main characters, Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth. I mean, because Sharon Tate, I guess you consider a main character, but like I said, she's barely in the movie, so I don't know how you could even consider her a main character. But yeah, Kurt Russell, all the different cameos from the Western movie that Leonardo DiCaprio was shooting was great. Great to see Luke Perry in something before he died. That was sad to see him on the screen. It was like, oh damn, he's dead now. But very cool. The production design is the next part I want to get to. Wow. He has outdone himself with the production design. It really feels like you're in the 60s. Like, I wouldn't know because I wasn't born in the 60s, but it really feels like it was very authentic, and he really cared about this film. This felt like his passion project. It really did. Like, he really cared about this movie. It wasn't a rush or anything. He wanted it to do the way he wanted it, even though he does have like a 4-hour cut now that he wants to release on Netflix in a few years. So, obviously not everything got into the movie. Like, for instance, Tim Roth and Michael Martin was supposed to be in the movie, but their scenes got cut. Yet they're still credited at the end, which I was like, wait, I don't remember seeing Tim Roth in this movie because I didn't. There was a lot of people in this freaking movie that I don't even think I remember seeing. Like, everything just goes by so fast. Because when you see that runtime, 2 hours and 40 minutes, you're like, oh my god, it's gonna take forever. But no, it goes by in a flash. Like I didn't feel the runtime at all. That means this film is very well paced, which it is. Alright, back to the world. It really felt like the 60s, like the memorabilia, the companies, the music. My god, the music. That's a whole section entirely, because I love I love Quentin Tarantino's soundtracks. He is amazing at choosing soundtracks for his films, and this is no exception. It really added to the world building that Quentin Tarantino wanted to do in this film. Next, I want to talk about the story. Now, this story actually reminded me of Pulp Fiction days. It almost feels like mini short films made into one film. Because there are a couple of times where it's like, how is this connect? And it didn't really connect very well, but like they tried very hard to make it connect. There's a lot going on in this movie. There's constantly things going on. They jump from this character to that character. I felt like I was watching Avengers Endgame again, god damn it. But it really felt like that. There's so many characters in this movie that they tried to shove into. And, like the Bruce Lee shit. Like, I know I was reading about how his daughter was horrified by his representation in the film, which I can agree with. He was kind of horrible. I don't know. I don't know if it was the actor or Tarantino's version of the way he wanted to be portrayed, but I don't know. That did not feel right to me. But Bruce Lee was only in it for about 5 to 6 minutes. Like, he really wasn't in it that much. He was in it for like one scene, which I will add was done in one entire take, which is amazing. That's one thing you want to say about the movie is the one takes, and that leads me into the cinematography. Oh my god, he really stepped it up this time. Like, the way the camera pans over houses and goes over houses and under the house and like from side to side, great one takes. I mean, he really outdid himself with the cinematography this time. One thing I want to say before spoilers. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but Charles Manson, who is the backdrop of the movie, really wasn't in it that much. He was in one scene. one scene he was in, and I mean it was a good scene, but like that's it. Like this is where I'm coming from. I think Quentin Tarantino outdid himself, but I think he really could do more with the story in the film. I mean, I definitely want to see that 4 hour cut because I'm sure he left out a lot that would help to the movie watching experience. So that leads me in. I'm gonna go to the next part, which I want to talk about is the whole subplot of the Manson murders. I mean, obviously, time and time again, Tarantino loves to change history in his films. Django ended with slavery, or the African American winning, not how it went down back in the day. And then, of course, Inglourious Bastards, Hitler dies from a freaking bunch of Nazi-hating people to shoot him up. That didn't happen in real life. So he loves to change history. Spoiler alert, it goes the same way here. He changes history again, but he does it again. He changes history with Sharon Tate living this time, because I know the true story. Sharon Tate died from the Manson family. They murdered her and so many other people. It was horrific, and they consider it the death of the 1960s. But he changes it this time, and Sharon Tate lives, and it's all a happy ending. They just that leads me to the finale, that awesome finale, which I do have a minor nitpick with, but the finale between the Manson family and the Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth, they just beat the shit out of him. I mean Rick just comes out with a freaking flamethrower, just demolishes them all. Like, that's amazing. But that was really cool. But and Cliff, of course, is a badass. He's a badass stunt driver or a stunt man. So like he knows how to fight and everything. And he's just kicking their ass, man. But that was awesome. But there was one thing I didn't like about it, and I don't think he showed enough gore, which I know is kind of an immature thing to do with Tarantino. He does it a lot in all of his films. It gets kind of annoying a lot. But like, there's a lot of violent scenes in this finale that I think he could have had more gore. He could have showed more gore. Like there's a part where Cliff is just smashing this girl's face into everything, and then finally smashes it into the fireplace. The top of the fireplace is just doosh, 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 and like he's showing it, but he's not showing any blood or anything. Like, he's just kind of. I mean, the sound is enough to make you go, ooh. You know, the sound is enough to make you cringe, but I think he could have showed more. But that is pretty much it. There's only a couple nitpicks. One is that it is slow at the beginning. I was talking about the amazing pacing, but it is a little slow in the beginning. He could have done more with a lot of things, which I'm sure he did. We just didn't see it in the theatrical cut of the film. But overall, he really outdid himself. Not my favorite Tarantino. This is going to go my number 4 spot on the Tarantino list. I liked it more than Reservoir Dogs, and that's his first film, and it's considered a masterpiece. But I'm going to put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at number 4, so now it is better than Reservoir Dogs, in my opinion, of course. But thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to see similar content just like you just saw. Let me know in the comments if you saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and what you thought of it in the comments. Let me know down below in the comments, and also in the description box. Make sure to check out my socials, my Instagram, my Stardust will be down below. Check them out. I like to plug it because I have no friends. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and peace out. Bye, guys.